What do you get when a down on his luck professional stalker gets superpowers? This week we're taking a look at Marvel Legends Scorpion. Matt Gargan is such a loser that he's not even the main character in his own story. Jonah Jameson hired the private eye to follow Peter Parker. Unfortunately, Gargan is about as good at staying undercover as Kylo Ren.
I'm 90% sure Matt is Kylo Ren.
After being webbed up by Spider-Man, Jonah Jameson manipulated Gargan into taking part in a dangerous procedure, using the money and influence to turn Gargan into a natural predator of the spider, the Scorpion.
No! Articulation, bruh! Scorpion's got a ball and hinge, giving him full rotation, can bury the chin all the way down, can look all the way up, and there's a little bit of space for some tilt. There's a deeply recessed ball joint, giving him back and forth, the tiniest amount of crunch forward, some back, and a waist swivel. Shoulder rotates right around, there's a bicep swivel, a pin double jointed elbow, ball and hinges this much, hands rotate and hinge up and down. Scorpion can kick forward that much, can kick out that far, upper thigh swivel, a pin double jointed knee, there's a nicely placed boot swivel, the ankles hinge down, hinge up, and rocks as hard as that song that you like.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
There is a bend point at the base of the tail, just be careful not to rip it off his back. Those two holes continue down the tail as an indication on where to bend.
Yeah, it is cute.
Go sit yourself. Not only does the tail make it hard to balance, but the thicker part of the tail doesn't bend as well. So this big-headed, uncoordinated cash grab cannot go sit himself.
People are always doing that. I hate to be called names! This is my cue to skidoo.
First up, we've got the other members of the Insidious Six, Marvel Legends Shocker, Mysterio, and Rhino. They're not all bugs, but you wouldn't want them crawling on you. Here's Marvel Legends Black Symbiote Spider-Man, NECA's Baxter Stockman, and Marvel Legends Nightcrawler. Aside from the tail being a little bit thicker, this toy is definitely showing his age. Here's Toy Biz's Scorpion. And speaking of Toy Biz, here are the Toy Biz tentacles on the Marvel Legends Doc Ock. You know, I would try a New York accent, but I think it would just come off sounding Australian. Here's NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Michelangelo, Marvel Legends Jonah Jameson, and NECA's Splinter. And if you were wondering how that trench coat and hat fits on Scorpion, well, it doesn't really. Think unsexy thoughts. Think unsexy thoughts.
Did Hasbro do the bare minimum here? Yes. It's a straight up repaint of the animated series color palette. When you compare it to images from the show, the body looks small. I could see customizers altering the Sabretooth body to get a more accurate size, but should they have to? The most glaring inaccuracy here is also what makes this figure unique. The tail. Hasbro could have cheaped out like they did with the tentacles on Doc Ock, giving the tail a static pose, but they didn't. The thinner tail can bend at multiple points, but unless you're Jay Hernandez, holding the figure by the tail and having it balance will be a struggle. I suspect that's why we didn't get interchangeable hands and an acid effect. The cost of engineering a tail that works specifically for a character doesn't leave much in the budget, and if Hasbro wants to re-release this with a trench coat and a hat, my response will be the same.
Get over here!
So, to sum up my thoughts with more thoughts, Scorpion is a unique, fun figure, as long as you can look past the inaccuracies from the show that this is supposed to represent. If not, wait and see what the VHS line has in store. Please subscribe and smash that thumbs up, ya bum. And remember, collect responsibly.